Welcome back for another Wednesday morning devotional. As always, I do want to encourage you to hit the like button, hit the share button, and please leave us a comment down below to let us know that you're watching. Now, this coming Sunday, we will start back with our in-person services. So unfortunately, that means this is going to be our last Wednesday morning devotional, at least for a little while. So I do want to take a moment to thank all of you who have been watching over the past several weeks. Thank you for taking 5 or 10 minutes out of your morning to join me. It really does mean a lot. And I hope that you have enjoyed these devotionals. I hope that God has spoken to your heart through these devotionals. Now with that, let's dive right in. Think about this. You are driving down the road in your vehicle, and you can focus on one of two things. You can focus on that big, huge windshield that is right smack in front of your face, or you can focus on that small rear view mirror that's hanging up here. Now, as you can imagine, if you are not looking out the windshield, if you are focused on the rear view mirror, if you're focused on what is behind you and you're driving down the road, it's not going to be long until you crash your vehicle. I think the same can be said about life. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you have done. In Christ, I believe your future is greater than your past. But all too often, we focus on what's behind us. All too often, our past robs us of our future. Most of you are probably at least somewhat familiar with the Israelites. The Israelites were in slavery. They were living in harsh conditions for hundreds of years. So God sent a guy by the name of Moses to rescue them. And throughout this process, God provided in miraculous ways. He split the Red Sea so the Israelites could cross on dry land and escape their enemy. He sent them a pillar of cloud to lead them by day and a pillar of fire to lead them by night. He blessed them with clean drinking water. He blessed them with quail and manna to eat. He gave them the promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey. The list goes on. God graciously provided for the Israelites. But time and time again, the Israelites turned their backs on God. And eventually they found themselves in captivity. They lost everything. It seemed as if there was no hope. But then God said this to the Israelites through Isaiah. He says, "Remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." So despite their mistakes, despite all the wrong that they had done, despite their past, God makes it clear that He's still at work. God makes it clear that He still has a plan. God makes it clear that He still loves and cares for His children. Remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing, and I will make a way. In other words, God is saying this to the Israelites. Stop looking in the rearview mirror and start looking out the windshield. Stop focusing on what's behind you and start focusing on what's before you. I'm convinced the past is the number one thing that prevents many of us from experiencing the fullness of God in the present. I don't know. Maybe you've done things you're ashamed of. Maybe you feel so guilty. Maybe you're full of regret and remorse. Or maybe it's not something that you did. Maybe it's something that was done to you. Maybe you were abused. Maybe you were abandoned. Maybe you were betrayed. Maybe you were taken advantage of. Maybe you feel like damaged goods. Maybe you feel like there's no hope for you. Maybe you feel like your best days are behind you. I believe God has the same message for you that He had for the Israelites. Remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. I will make a way. Stop looking in the rear view and start looking out the windshield. Because remember, your best days aren't behind you. In Christ, your best days are before you. That's all I have for you. Stay safe and have a great week.